Now we're going to draw the roof for this building. The first step is to hide the house. So we're going to go to Home. We're going to select Display Levels, and we're going to hide house. Same thing with Windows 2, we click on it, and we're going to hide house. Now in Window 2, we're going to draw the lines for the base of the roof like this. And from here, we're going to create extensions. To raise extensions right here, we are going to go to Place Line, and we're going to make sure that this length is 10 and the angle is at 90. So we're going to place it right here, and place another extension right, and another extension right here. After we have placed our extensions, we are going to hide the smart lines. In the primary panel, we're going to go to Display Level, and we're going to hide the smart lines. So what we're going to end up with is like this. Same for Windows 2, we're going to hide the smart lines. And from here, we can draw our roof like this. And to draw the other lines, we're going to uncheck the length and the angle, and we're going to connect the extensions with the other points on our base. So there you have it, we have the wireframe of the roof. Now we're going to remove the extension. We're going to select them and press the Delete key on your keyboard. And that's how we delete the extensions. Now with this frame, we are going to create the surfaces for the roof. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Modeling, and on the Surfaces tab, we're going to select Construct Surface by Edges. Next, we're going to select all the edges around the triangle on our roof. To do that, hold down on the Control key on our keyboard, click on this one, and finally on this line. And now we can lift up the Control key. We're going to click on this line again, and this will create a surface. To finish the process, left-click on this surface again, and there you have it. So this surface has been created. In order to create for this surface, I'm going to go to the Home tab, and I'm going to place lines around the surface I am going to create. And now I'm going to go to Construct Surface, Select by Edges. Now I'm going to hold down the Control key and select this edge right here, and this edge, select this, and while still holding down the Control key, I want to select this as well. And then I will lift up the Control key, and I will left-click on this line again, and here we have created the surface. And we're going to left-click on this surface again to finish the process. So now we have two surfaces. I'm going to turn it around by holding down the Shift key and holding down my scroll button on my mouse, and I'm going to rotate it like this. So over here, I'm going to redraw the edges of this surface by placing the line over the edges. I'm going to place a line from here to here to here and then to here. Now I'm going to go to the Surfaces tab on Create Surface by Edges. I'm going to click on this edge, hold down Control, click on this one, hold down Control, click on this one, hold down Control, click on this one, and now lift up the Control key. And I'm going to left-click on this edge to create the surface. I'm going to finish the process by left-clicking on this surface again. Now we have three surfaces. I'm going to do the same with this. So I'm going to select this and click on this, and we have the surface. And then I click on the surface again to finish the process. And same thing here, I'm going to redraw the roof with these lines and make sure that we have this. And now we're going to go to Surfaces, Construct Surfaces by Edges, and select this line, and we are going to click on this. And we're going to click on the surface again to commit the surface. For the last one, we are going to draw again. And now we're going to go to Create Surface, and we're going to select all these lines and click on the surface to finish it. So now we have all the surfaces. Then we are going to transfer all the surfaces of this roof to a layer. To do that, we are going to create a layer. We are going to call this layer House Roof. Then we are going to select all these surfaces by holding down the Control key and clicking on all the surfaces. Now, in the Attributes panels, we are going to select House Roof. Now this has been transferred to House Roof. We need to also create a level for the dome. I'm going to click on Level Manager. I want to go down. Right-click on this empty space here. Click New, and we're going to name this layer as Dome. Once we have the dome layer, I'm going to select the dome, and I'm going to move it to the dome layer. Now going back to the roof, I'm going to hide the roof layer. Once I've hidden the surfaces of the roof, what remains is the wireframe. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete the wireframes, leaving only the base of the roof. Once I have the base, I'm going to draw an extra line right in the middle. And now I'm going to select these edges to create a surface for this one. So right now I have surface for this. Now I'm going to create another line right here. And I'm going to go to Create Surfaces by selecting these edges and creating this surface. And I'm going to commit this surface by clicking on this area. So now we have the base area here. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to combine these two areas. I'm going to go to the Surfaces tab. And in the Modify Surfaces panel, I'm going to click on Stitch or Combine Surfaces, and I'm going to click on this surface and this surface. I'll click it again to finish the process. And now it is one surface. I'm going to move this base to our house roof layer, and now I'm going to combine all these surfaces into a single solid. I'm going to hold down the Control key and click to select these multiple surfaces, and I'm going to select the bottom one as well. So again, we're going to go to Surfaces. We are going to Stitch or Combine Surfaces. I'm going to hold down the Control key, and I'm going to select all these surfaces. And now I have made this whole thing into a solid. With this, I can modify this solid like this. Now I'm going to put this roof on top of our house. So I'm going to go to window number 2, and I'm going to look at the right view, and now I'm going to move this up by 20 meters. I'm going to go to Move, I'm going to drag it up, I'm going to make sure that the Z is 0 and X is 0, and the Y is going to be 20. And I'm going to right-click to finish the process. Now I'm going to display levels, and I'm going to show the house. Same thing, I'm going to select window 1, and I'm going to show the house. Notice one of the walls is slightly off. We are going to fix this by going into the second window. I'm going to look at the front view, and I'm going to shift this wall a little in. So I'm going to click on this wall, and I'm going to move it, and I'm going to shift it right here. So I'm going to make sure that the Y0, the Z0, and I'm going to move X by -1. Same with this one, I'm going to modify this solid. I'm going to click on this surface right here, and I'm going to push it in a little bit right there. Now it looks perfect. Once we have finished, we will show the smart lines again.